Have you ever heard your parents tell you, or even the bank tell you, that you should have a small balance on your credit card every single month? Well, you hear it's good for your credit score and for your credit history, right? Well, today I'm going to explain why you want to pay it off in full every single month. Before we get into it, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, Aura. If you're like me and love saving money, you probably shared your Netflix password with your friends and family, and statistically, the average consumer has 90 accounts. It's most likely that you don't have 90 different passwords to go with each one. So if someone has one of your passwords, they probably have access to your other accounts. This can make you and your accounts extremely vulnerable to things like identity theft and fraud. And if you think that won't happen to you, just know that American consumers lost $56 billion from identity theft in 2020. And that's a lot of money. This is why I've partnered with the sponsor of this video, Aura. Aura is an identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, a VPN, password management, and antivirus software all combined in one easy to use app that monitors the dark web for your emails, passwords, your social security number, and quickly sends alerts right to your phone and email. I've dealt with fraud, and I know with fraud, every second matters. I love Aura because it can connect my credit and bank accounts and notify me of any changes up to 4 times faster than Aura's other competitors. Aura's VPN allows me to stay anonymous online by keeping my browser history and personal info safe and encrypted. And the best part is that Aura's antivirus software will block malware and viruses before they infect devices. Aura found my personal information on the dark web 5 times in the past 2 weeks. So stay safe and start your 2-week free trial today at aura.com/justlean. Once you sign up, don't forget to comment down below how many times your personal info was found. Back to the video. Let's talk about why you shouldn't carry any balances on your credit card. Number one reason is building credit and maintaining a credit score is all about the repaying of borrowed money. Banks are giving you a credit to make your purchases. So you want to repay your credit in full because you're actually using your actual money, you're using the bank's money. For example, let's say you borrowed money from your friend and you set a date for repayment, but at that day of repayment, you only pay back 90% of it. Your friend is probably going to get pissed and it's going to ask you where his money is. That's what it's like for the bank. Now, FICO says payment history accounts for 35% of your credit score. That's over 1/3 of your credit score. So 30 days or more just really hurts your credit score. So the sooner you pay it off, the better it is. Make sure you guys set up auto so it automatically gets paid. Or if you want to be more manual, call up your bank and ask if you can move your payment days. That way you can always have it tracked with all your banks going out. So let's say you have a mortgage, you have your car payments and credit card payments on the 15th of every month. That way you know exactly when it turns the 15th, you have to have all your bills paid. Now the second reason is the interest you acquire just for not paying your bill in full is really crazy. Just to give it to you in perspective, home interest rate right now are 5 to 6%, and that is considered high currently. But with credit card interest, it can go all the way up to 30 to 40% interest rate. That means that if you have $100 that you haven't paid, the next month, that's going to be $130 or $140 and so forth compounding, which you will never be able to pay it off because it's just going to compound more and more and more. It just makes it difficult for you to have your balance under, and for many, a worst type of debt to have. Now, also on top of that, if you do have a rewards credit card, your rewards credit cards probably won't apply to you if you don't pay it in full. So you really want to pay it in full so you don't miss off on those credits. Now, the third reason is lowering your credit utilization is crucial, and you should only be using 30% of your credit. Now, the amount of credit limit you use is called a credit utilization, which is a percentage. So for Experian, they say that the 30% level is just not a target, but rather a maximum limit. So people with the highest scores tend to use much less than 30% of their credit. Now, also on top of that, using 30% or more and having a small balance will also lower your credit score. So make sure you guys use less than 30% and always pay off your balances in full. That way you never reach that 30% mark of your credit utilization. Now, if you do have a lot of payments going on back and forth, you know, you like shopping, but you do have the money, consider making several payments throughout the month to keep that balance low. So let's say you have a $10,000 credit limit and you know you're going to buy something for $3,000. That's 30% of your credit limit. So make sure you buy it, pay it off, and then you'll have your credit utilization back to zero. That's a way to make sure that your credit utilization doesn't go more than 30% and compounding each more. Now, a tip if you're trying to get a higher credit score, that way you can use less of your credit, is if your credit is good and your income has been up since you've applied for your specific credit card, ask for a higher credit limit. This can be done on a website. Bank of America does it, Chase does it, or you can call the back of your card and tell them that you want a higher credit limit increase. This will also lower your credit utilization by bumping up your total credit limit as long as your spending stays the same or if you use less. And for those of you who know that you're going to make a big purchase and you know that you have the money but you rather use a credit card, try and see if you can open a credit card with 0% interest APR up to a certain period, which can be 18 months, but make sure you can afford that payment. So let's say you have a 10,000 credit limit and they give you 0% interest APR for 18 months. Make sure you can pay $555 or even more every single month on top of your living expense. So with that being said, guys, those are your 3 reasons why you should pay your credit cards in full. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video and thought it was informative, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. Make sure you guys sign up for a 2-week free trial with Aura at aura.com/JustinLee. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.